Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Controversy, and this is Coffee Shop Chatter. So, yeah, and I gotta take a swig of this. So, imagine you work 50 years, you come around, you apply, you retire, come around for your retirement age, you at that 62-year mark, and you're just like, hey, I want to draw, you draw your Social Security. And then the government's like, gotcha, bitch. Nah, you ain't getting it. This actually happened to someone. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it and let you see what happened.
Welcome back. Well, new here tonight, he spent his entire life living and working in the United States. But when it came time to collect his Social Security benefits, one Florida man says he has not received one penny.
Instead, he got a surprise reality check. The government told him he's not who he says he is. And now he's been fighting to prove them wrong. I-Team investigative reporter Katie Lagrone shares his story tonight.
Outside Jimmy Class's mobile home in Clearwater. Symbols of American pride hang not just front and center, but on the side of his home, in the back. America is, after all, the only home this 66-year-old has ever known.
I moved to the U.S. in 1959.
How long have you been here?
64 years.
But after more than a half of a century in the U.S., where he's lived, worked, went to school, got married, had kids, paid his taxes,
Mr. Class, you will be entitled to retirement benefits.
even voted, Class says in 2020,
Instead of receiving my first check,
he discovered
I didn't have any thoughts.
he's not a U.S. citizen.
I just was like blindsided.
Class says it all came to light after he applied for the Social Security benefits he paid into his entire working life.
You got to be kidding me. 1 month you tell me I should expect my first check, second Wednesday of 2020, but instead I get a letter stating that I haven't proven to them that I'm here legally.
You see, Class was born in Canada, his mom Canadian, but his father American, born and raised in New York.
This is Dad.
Yep, that's Dad.
The family moved to the U.S. when Class was 2 and stayed here.
That's me as a Boy Scout
In America.
in America.
As he got older, he says he just assumed he, too, was American, a dual citizen. Documents he laid out for us are a glimpse of his deep roots in the U.S.
This is when you know you're old, when the old driver's licenses were paper.
Roots, he says, were never questioned. Not when he got his Social Security card, driver's license, or voter registration card.
I've been voting for over 40 years. I guess I'm in a lot of trouble.
Class was even approved to serve as a Marine for the U.S. military
I signed up to defend this country.
and work for the New Jersey State Police. His citizenship status, never an issue, he says.
The only thing they asked me for was my Social Security card and my driver's license.
After he learned he wasn't really a U.S. citizen, he formally applied for status, but was denied. U.S. Immigration Services wouldn't share details with us, stating they don't talk about individual cases. But in this 2022 denial letter, the agency stated Class didn't provide enough evidence to prove his father lived in the U.S. for 10 years before Class was born, a requirement.
I've seen a handful of cases like this. They don't come around every day.
Indira Demine is a Fort Myers-based immigration attorney. She says Class's case is a reflection of a large, complicated, and changing U.S. immigration system that can't always accurately track who's here legally, illegally, or somewhere in between.
For many years, the DMV, the different agencies didn't necessarily communicate with each other. And so the documentation that you need to renew your driver's license or for the Social Security benefits were not as stringent as they are now.
How did he get issued a Social Security card, though?
That's a good question. Quite possible that back then, the requirements to have a social is just not the same as it is today.
So is it fair, though, that he was issued a Social Security card, he got his Social Security taxes withheld, he worked all of his life, he paid his taxes?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I worked my 50 years and I paid into my Social Security. They should be paying me.
What happens if this doesn't get resolved?
Well, I guess they get to give my money to someone else.
Will it make you look at America differently?
I'll probably move back to Canada.
You would consider leaving?
Yep, and say bye-bye, America.
Class says he contacted Senator Rubio's office, hired an immigration attorney, even a genealogist to dig up records to help him in his fight, a fight that continues. I'm I-Team investigator Katie LaGrone, taking action for you.
So I'm gonna just say it. Social Security is the one of the biggest damn scams in the United States. It is a damn scam because people like my daughter, she's only 24. She's been working since she's been 18. So there's a chance that she probably won't get what she paid in. Which is, I don't understand, you paying into something, but there's no guarantee that you're gonna get it back. This man paid into Social Security for years, and you tell he's not eligible. So why you just refund him his money back? Run him his money. Everything he paid in, you give it back to him. That way you don't have to worry about giving him monthly payments. Social Security only came up because of the baby boomers and other folks. I think it should go away. Refund everybody who paid into it. Since we got, $61 billion to send to Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan. How about just refund everybody their money back that they paid in Social Security and let them be held liable for their own retirement? If they don't plan for it, so be it. You just have to keep working. But this man was allowed in 2 government positions. He was allowed to serve in the Marines. He was allowed to be a police officer. And you're now saying that, sorry, buddy, we took money from you, but we ain't giving it back to you. We're not giving you what you're supposed to get because you paid into our system. And that's what I say. Social Security is a scam. I've been telling people, if you are not planning for your own retirement, whether you're putting in 401ks or you're taking, and it's kind of hard for some people because depending on what your income is, you really can't match or take out what you paid into like Social Security. So whatever you've been paying in monthly for Social Security, you also put that on the side because they show you what you was making annually and what was taken, and the longer you work, if you stay at that same exact income, the more years you work, the more you get. I'm stopping mine early. I mean, I make a lot of money, so I'm like, you would never ever draw everything out that you put in. That's why they have the age to where it's at, because they know that. You look at the amount of people that's worked those years and then don't even make it to file for Social Security. If they have no kids, if they don't have no spouse, then what's done with their money? No. If that happens to you, U.S. government, they are celebrating because you are one less person they have to worry about paying. So I would like to know, just tell me what you think, get down in the comments, and always tell you, hit right there, go and hit that subscribe button. Tell me what you think about this whole ordeal with this man and not getting in, getting back what he paid into as far as, Social Security. So it's Mr. Controversy, and I will talk to you later.